Hi, my name is Tony Law from Your First Four Houses, and today I'd like to share with you 5 completely free apps that I use in my property business every single day. But before I get into that, let me just share with you a freebie that I've put together for you. Over the last couple of days, I have listed out every single property related website, tool and app that I'm aware of in the hope that they will be of benefit to you, and you can have those completely for free. All you've got to do is to click on the link and I will send that straight out to you. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me share with you 5 completely free apps that I use every day in my business. So I've got to kick this off really with the one app that I honestly don't think that I could live without, and I'm sure many of you are already aware of it, and that is Trello. So go to Trello.com and you'll see it there. This is essentially a collaboration tool. It was designed originally to enable different people to kind of work together, and of course it's brilliant at that. But even if you're just using it as a standalone system, it's a way of kind of throwing down your ideas, of kind of moving things around, managing different projects, this kind of thing. It consists of boards, and you can have as many boards as you want, essentially one board per project or concept. And on the board you have lists, and on those lists you have cards. Check it out, it's a fantastic tool, and I know that once you start to use it, really I bet you can't be without it. If you speak to most people, they've heard of Evernote, but I have to say I've never been the biggest fan. What I prefer is Microsoft OneNote. I guess in many ways it's similar to Evernote, but I much prefer the interface, the way that you actually use it. Just like Evernote, you can use it for noting down pretty much anything that you want. You can also write on it, especially if you're using it on a tablet. It's a brilliant way of just being your general storage area for data, images, photos, pretty much everything that you want. It's, again, like everything else I'm sharing today, completely free, and if you've not used it before, or especially if you're an Evernote user, I'd love you to check it out. That's Microsoft OneNote. This is a bit of an unusual one. Grammarly is something that I discovered about 6 months ago. Actually, I find it a fantastic little tool. What it does, essentially, if you can imagine, it's a kind of glorified spell checker, but actually there's a whole grammatical component to it. So I write a lot of documents, a lot of letters, a lot of emails every single day. And Grammarly checks not just the spelling, but also the general grammar. Are the commas there? Are the apostrophes there? It seems silly, but actually it makes a huge difference to me. I know that once I send out that document, it's been checked not just visually by me, not read through by me, but also just checked by this little app, and every single time I use it, it picks out 1 or 2 little minor errors that I've overlooked. So you've got to check that out. Just like everything else, I'll put that in the link in the box below. Now, I know the first time that you see Workflowy, you're going to say, why on earth has he recommended this? It's a very dry, bland looking little app. It doesn't look anything special, but don't let that mislead you. It is hugely powerful. Essentially, it's a kind of bulleted list. Now, the way that we tend to think, often we're wanting to throw down specific points when we're thinking through an idea or a concept. And that is what I use Workflowy for. Whenever I'm planning out any talks, like for example what I'm doing here today, I throw the bullet points down initially in Workflowy, and it helps me plan and move things around. Just like Trello, you can actually share various bits of Workflowy. So if you want to just sort of share very specific areas on it, you can do that with other people so they can collaborate as well. A very simple little app, doesn't look like it's very much, but hugely powerful. You've got to check it out. And last but not least, I'd like to share Doodle with you. Now, I don't know about you, but I organise various different meetings and conference calls when I'm trying to gather together a few different people. And in the past, I found it really challenging. Let me give you a scenario. Let's imagine I'm trying to grab 5 people together at the same time. I speak to person 1, 2, 3 and 4. We'd all agree dates and times. That's great. I speak to person 5 and they can't make that date or time. So I have to go back to person 1, 2, 3 and 4. Doodle eliminates that problem straight away. What I do is I specify a whole load of dates and times that I know I can make. I then use Doodle to send that out to all of the participants that I want to engage with, and they fill in their dates and times that they can make. Doodle then gets that information and it comes up with 1 or 2 or 3 dates and times that works for everybody. So if you're like me, organising either conference calls or getting together with other people, and you want to really minimise the amount of time that you spend doing this, I can't recommend Doodle highly enough. It's made a huge difference to me. So there you go. There's the 5 free apps that I want to share with you today. They're all really powerful little tools in their own right, and if you're not familiar with any of them, I'd really encourage you to go and check them out. But I'd also very strongly encourage you to click on that link so that I can share with you every tool, app, a website that I use in my property business, and I know that you're going to gain massively from that. So just simply click on that link and that is yours. One final thing, if you would do me a huge favour and subscribe, I would love that, and that way I can make sure that you're kept fully up to date. When a new video becomes available, it goes straight to you. If you could like this video, that would be brilliant, and if you could share this video, that would be absolutely wonderful. My name is Tony Law from Your First 4 Houses. I hope you found this useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.